Welcome back, Game Week King family, to another F1 Clash 2024 video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about boost or not to boost, if you should be boosting or if you should not be boosting is what we're going to be talking about today. So today's video is going to be all about boost, so you guys know what is the best option for you. All right. Well, interesting. Now you could buy the free boost from the boost menu. I didn't notice that at all. Just noticing that, so that's interesting. All right, so F1 Clash 2024, we've seen the new season started. Before we jump into it, make sure to check out our other video on how to get the best results in Series 6. As we're currently in Series 7, we've completed Series 6, so you guys should check that video out if you're in Series 6 and need some tips and tricks there. All right. So Series 7 is where we are. All right, so boost. So I personally have been a big promoter of not using boost in duels in the previous seasons because it made no sense to use boost in duels in the previous seasons. We only use boost in the GP events. But with the F1 Clash 2024 season, we see that boost are now very, very important in the game, and if you choose not to use any boost, it might be a little bit difficult for you. Alright, so we're going to be sharing with you guys now in a race in Series 7, and we're going to be showing you what the results of boosts are compared to what the results of not using boost would be looking like. Alright, so we're going to jump straight into a series, and also with the track stats makes the boost even more powerful. All right, let's jump into our first one and see how we do in that one. Here we go for our first one. We're in Miami. It's a wet qualifiers here, and we're going to be talking about the difference in using boost and not using boost. So we're out qualified here. We see the rival Zoe out there in P10, or Zoe all the way in the back in P18. Now, if you did not use boost, if we do not use boost in this race, it's basically an automatic lose, and we probably just forfeit and move on. So in a case like this, what you need to do is just go for your front driver and give him the boost stats of the track, which is going to be power unit and race start. So we're going to go Rooster for our Zoe here. Our second driver, he doesn't really need any boost, as his job is just to complete the race. Zoe's job is to win the race for us here. Alright, so we're going to start off with boost with both drivers, and then we got a perfect start, and we see Arzo moving to the outside line, trying to pick up some position. Now switch back to the inside line to pick up a few positions, catching up to the rival Zoe. Now, if we did not use boost, we probably wouldn't be able to catch up to the rival Zoe like that quickly and to secure this win for ourselves. Alright, so in these races, what I have been seeing going through these series, once you start to reach from Series 6 all the way up to Series 12 is where you want to start to initially use those kind of boosts. You could go through Series 1 to 5 fairly easily without boost using our strategies on those videos. You could go through those fairly with no boost. But when it comes to Series 6 and 7, this is where you want to chip in the boost, because as you will see, our team score is fairly evenly matched with this rival. However, you saw that the rival qualified 10 places ahead of our drivers, so we had to use a little bit of boost to push our drivers up there. All right. So as we go along and finish up this race, let me see how much. Let's do to 3. And so we're going to need to go to pit with our Sergeant, as we'll allow our Zoe to go around for another lap. Put in the go to pit order. As you go along in these races and you go along in the series, the more important it is to use boost. Alright, now if you're a new player, let's say you're brand new, you don't have a pile of boost saved up in the game, and you're brand new, well, as I said before, you have Series 1 to 5 that you could race without using boost. Alright, so with the right strategies in those videos that we shared on series 1 to 5. If you use those strategies on those tracks, you'll be able to save up a little bit of boost. So when you reach to this level, then you could start using those boosts that you have saved up, and by then you should be able to compete in a GP event and get some extra boost. If you don't get any extra boost and you don't have any boost at all, then it's going to be a rough season for you. I'm not going to tell you any lie. It's going to be very rough if you don't have any access to any boost at all. Alright, it's going to be a rough season. Alright, that's how the game is designed this season. It's nothing we can do to change the design of the game. That's just how it is this season. So look at Zoe here, all the way up to P9, and you saw that he got out qualified by 10 places in this race, and we managed to make up those 10 places and managed to take the lead to secure the win for ourselves. Alright, on our next race we're going to be going and we're going to be using no boost, and we're going to see how difficult that race is going to be and how our drivers are going to be performing. Hopefully we get the same track, or even if we do get a different track, it's going to be the same results. We're going to be seeing the difference in how these drivers would perform without boost. So now we're just waiting here to finish up our race. We could go around with our Sergeant for another lap. Alright, we want to go to pit with our Zoe now. So we're going to put in the go to pit orders there for the 3-2-2 strategy. Oh, we don't want to boost Sergeant as he's going to run out of tires. So we'll give the rival Zoe the lead for now as we make our pit stop here. One thing I found, I noticed that you guys probably didn't notice, is that the cars now don't, ooh, it's fixed. Alright, so previously the cars were empty, you did see the helmet in there, but now it's fixed. Pretty nice. Now you can see the helmet of the driver in the car. Alright, so that's fixed. Nice. Previously you weren't seeing the helmet, it was just the empty car. But now you can see it. Alright, so the rival will be needing to make his final pit stop, and we're just going to be boosting away to the finish line from here with our Zoe to secure the win for ourselves. Alright, now if we did not use boost right there, do you guys think that we would have won this race? I doubt we would have won, but we'll see in our next race what will happen when you don't use boost. You can still win, you know, when you don't use boost, but it's really difficult. Trust me, really difficult. Alright. Alright. So as we just wait now for our Sergeant, as you can see our Zoe is almost lapping our Sergeant as well, because Sergeant is not using any form of boost. So we finished P9, so we gained 11 places to finish P9. We gained, not 11, that would be, yeah, we started in P18. We gained 9 places to finish here in P9 to win this race. Alright, so there we go. Let's now boost our Zoe to the line as the rival Magnussen is out of tires. Alright, there we go. Get into the line. Alright, so victory for us, and we take now a look at the debriefing window. As you can see, the driver, the team score, you got a platinum crate. As you can see, the team score is fairly matched. Rival had a little better team score than us there. Alright, so we're not going to reveal our setup just yet, as that's for our Series 7 video. Alright, but platinum crate, nice. Alright, let's jump into the next one. Alright, so now for this example, we're going to be on Australia, I should say. And we've got a fairly even match in team sport rival. As you can see, we're qualifying out in front this time around with Orzo, and our sergeant is behind. And we're going to go no boost here. And you're going to see the difference in race pace from our drivers with no boost. Alright. So we're going to start off with boost as usual. We got a average and a poor start. And look at rival Zo, and look at Orzo. He's just chilling around, cruising, trying to make up some places. He's making up a few as he's on the soft compound. But look at that, P13 George Russell just retook that place from him. Then he retakes Russell. Now up the inside he goes, making up some places. Pretty good here, but he's struggling to make up those places. As you can see, he's just dropping back even on boost as he tries to recover those places. But we'll cut down right there, and we'll cut down our sergeant right there. Right. So as you can see, we've not created a massive gap that we would have if we had put on some boost. But as I said, you could still win without using boost, but it becomes fairly difficult as the game tends to pull you back and push you back a lot. Alright, so we're going to be putting our go to pit orders now for the medium tires as the rival boosts away behind us, emptying his power unit. Now he's free. Oh, he's out in front. Ooh, we didn't even see when he passed, when him and the other car passed. But anyways, we're going to go to pit. I didn't even saw when they passed, honestly. I thought I was in front. Alright, so we make our pit stop for the medium tires. We'll have another medium tire stop. We should be able to regain our position. And we're going to bring in our sergeant back for another set of hearts. Alright, so we have a little bit of power unit saved up on our Zo. So we're going to use boost sergeant and boost our Zo, as we want him to pick up a little bit of pace as they go by pit. The rival now in pit. Don't want the rival to get the jump on him, and we want him to pick up a few cars. Right, there we go. So he's up to P17. Nice little pickup there. So as you can see, this race is more intense in terms of your rival being just right where you are, and it's more strategy oriented than when you're using boost. It's a lot easier, and your strategy plays out a lot more flawless than when you're not using. So we're gonna boost or Zo here, pick up some of those guys who are in pit, and then we're gonna bring him in for a first set of medium tires to take him to finish. As the rival Zo on his mediums will have to make another stop, and we have a nice little gap to him, so we'll win there on the pit stop. Alright. So we have a little bit of power unit saved up. I'm going to give him some support here, just a little bit of support as he goes into pit. And we want him to go in and out as fast as possible, possibly coming out right behind the rival. Alright, so 413. We're back out in P21. Just gonna let him empty that power unit and go catch up to the rival. There we go. So we've caught up to the rival. Alright. So as you can see, compared to our previous race, when we were using boost on our Zo, he was way out in the front, leading the rival with no issues. Now that we're not using boost, as you see, it's a little bit more difficult for him. So in the end, the recommendation is, to make your races a lot easier for yourself. Ooh, we missed pit with or sergeant, no worries. To make things easier on yourself, you definitely want to be using some boost in your races. At least one driver, your main driver, with the boost, and your second driver, you just allow him to drive. As you can see, the AIs are just flying pass or driver because he does not have the speed or the momentum he would have gained if he was using a boost. Right? So as I said, you still can win, but it's not going to be as easy as with the boost. Right? Right, so it's the final lap. We'll let for Sergeant empty his power unit, and we'll just empty Zoe's power unit as well. And there we go. Still got the win. Still can get the win with the tire management strategy being the right tire management strategy. But remember, using the boost gives you a little bit of an advantage over the rival and makes your race a lot more easier for you to get the win. Alright? So there we go. So here's the recommendation I would like to give to you guys now at the end of this video. Based off of how you're qualifying in your races and how you're matching your opponents, you can decide if you want to select a boost in that specific race, or if you want to save back a boost if you think you have the race covered already. Right, so if you think you have the race covered, you could save back a boost for another race that a rival might qualify out in front of you, and you need a boost to go catch that rival. Or you could just go ahead and use boost as you wish for every race. Right, so that's basically it for this one. If you have a lot of boosts piled up, like for myself here, and for a lot of you guys, I know you guys have had a lot of boosts over your previous seasons. If you had a lot of boosts like 4,000 self-control there, man, massive amount of self-control there. 15,000 Taurus, look at that. Lumberjack, Iron Force, look at that, over into the thousands. Look at that, Tulip boost, ooh, massive amount there. So if you guys have a good amount of boosts saved up, and then you can go ahead and use them. Finally, Hutch has made the game in a way where all boosts are now usable with track stats. Every single one of them is usable. You could use them all now. Finally, you can use all your boosts. Any boost, doesn't matter. All of them can be used and is usable in the game. Alright, so that's my take on the boost situation. If you should boost or if you should not boost, remember to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not yet subscribed, and check out some of our other videos on F1 Clash 2024 or playlist in the link below. Check that out and enjoy. Alright, so hopefully this one was a good one, and hopefully you guys got some insight from this one, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
And they say if we'll only avoid any confrontation with the enemy, he'll forget his evil ways and learn to love.